you are putting in a move to the upside, but it's not very convincing. But so many people, if you go on Twitter and you look at this news, so many people are so excited, and rightfully so, because this has been a long time in the making. Like, we've been in a nasty bear market. And for people who are not necessarily in the crypto space, they've been waiting for something like this to find confidence to invest in this product. But there are a lot of short-term, myopic kind of investors who are looking for the immediate reward, right? And if you just go on social media, right, sentiment. Some people say markets are all about sentiment. How do people feel? And that's how they invest. You see so much excitement and people are going all in, right? And people saying, this is not going to be a sell the news event. What is a sell the news event? Sell the news event is, you buy the rumor. So when people start talking about the ETF, the price goes up. But then actually when the actual ETF news comes out, it dumps. That's a buy the news, sell the rumor event. That's what you typically see around these kinds of news events. But if you go on Twitter, on social media, you see most of the big accounts are saying this is going to pump the price. Hello everyone, my name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is January 11th, 2024. And everybody's talking about the Bitcoin ETF exchange traded fund. Basically, it's the bridge between crypto, mainly Bitcoin, and the traditional markets, right? Traditional finance. Basically, this is going to usher in trillions of dollars that have yet to be invested in cryptocurrency and Bitcoin into this space. And as a result, immediately, many people think, I don't know if most people, but many people think, as a result, because it's just been approved by the SEC, right, that the price is going to skyrocket, we're going to the moon. And so it's happening. But what's happening? Is that going to happen? Are we going to go to the moon immediately based off of this news? Or are we going to do what the charts suggest and retrace? This is what we're going to target today in this analysis. I hope everybody's having a great day. Let's get started. Okay. I just woke up, by the way, and I felt really excited doing this. I've already talked about this, but felt really excited to talk about it some more. And so this is what I'm doing. Look, I'm on the hourly time frame for Bitcoin, and nothing about this, at least on the hourly time frame, is bullish. Okay, what am I seeing on the hourly time frame? I'm seeing a rounded top. Okay, let's draw this in. Okay, rounded tops and rounded bottoms. What do you know about rounded extremities? They typically denote extremities or tops and bottoms, right? When you have this feature, right, the rounded feature, you're typically bottoming or topping out. It's denoting the price is trying, but not succeeding. The other thing that doesn't look bullish about this to me, that looks bearish about this to me, is the fact that we have really pronounced doji candles. Okay, what are doji candles? Doji candles are candlesticks that have a strong wick to the top side, basically showing a strong level of resistance in this region. So it tells me that there are a lot of sellers here. And whenever price comes in this region, sellers are active, and there are obviously not as many buyers. There's more sellers than buyers. There's always two, trading, there are two sides, buyers and sellers, right? If there are more buyers, then you're going to get green candles. If there are more sellers, you're going to get red candles. You're going to get sell action, right? Here, there are more sellers than buyers, hence the doji candles that I'm seeing here, okay? So that's 2 points. The third point that I don't like about this is the context. So now let's zoom out to the daily time frame. Okay, and this is the analysis I've been making. This, let's actually go on the 4-hourly time frame to illustrate this. This entire, so this sequence that we were looking at right here on the hourly time frame is in the context of a long-standing resistance, or a let's say it in this way. It's in the context of a 36-day range, and it's at the resistance of a 36-day range. So the context of this right here is that you're pushing out into the resistance of a 36-day range. For me, that isn't bullish. If I want to see a channel breakout, right? So this channel breaking to the top, what I want to see, sorry, 1 second. I don't know what happened there. Give me 1 second. Let me fix the screen. Guys, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe, or buy me a coffee. I'll talk more about the buy me a coffee in just a bit. So if I'm bullish on this, what I want to see is something more akin to rejected from the top, retesting the midline, and then shooting off convincingly from the midline. But not something where you come up to the top, reject, and don't really base or bottom out convincingly at the midline, right? It's basically you tried, you rejected, you tried again. So it's a double test of the top resistance. So those three things to me on the small time frame, on the larger time frames, are why I'm still bearish. Obviously, you can even zoom out even more, and we'll do that in a second. But let me say this before that. If I'm looking at my daily momentum indicator, I am not bullish. My daily momentum indicator has come into this overbought territory right here, as you can see, okay? And when we get into this territory, it's not 100%, but most of the time, you're going to have to reset before making a strong move, okay? And if we make a strong move to the top, let's now zoom out and look at the even larger time frame, okay? So we're still on the daily time frame. We're talking Bitcoin, right? On the larger time frame, if you're bullish on Bitcoin in the high sense, like, you know, in the true sense of the term, you don't want to break out here because you don't want to ignore 250 days of resistance that you had broken over here, right? In October, in late October, you want to retest this 250 days of resistance as support. Or else, everything here is basically a false breakout. You have to retest long-standing resistances as support to have a sustained rally. So any serious breakout of Bitcoin would include a retest of this, and then you can talk six figures, which I fully anticipate, right? So this is what I'm seeing in Bitcoin. Nothing's changed from my previous analysis. I think a lot of people are going to be disappointed in that we're not getting the breakout immediately. But again, if you're really a true supporter or a true sort of investor, you don't mind because you understand that in the short term, a retracement down to 32K is nothing, given that, you know, a month from now, you may very well be at all-time high after we retest the 32K level. So even though you're getting a few green candles here and you're retesting this level, there's nothing bullish about this to me as an analyst, okay? So in addition to just looking at the Bitcoin price, what I don't think is bullish about this is the fact that the US dollar currency index, the DXY, the market mover, is basing. Okay, so the US dollar currency index is basically what moves the market. Okay, and if the US dollar currency index goes down, typically Bitcoin goes up. US dollar currency goes up, Bitcoin goes down. On the 4-hourly time frame, the chart of the USDXY is showing some sort of basing whereby it looks like we're going to get a move in this way, right? We're, as you can see on the 4-hourly momentum indicator, about to cross bullish. Okay, you're about to cross bullish. You've put in this initial break of structure, a clear 3-wave move, and what looks to be the basis of another move to the upside like this. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing on the US dollar currency index. And again, if the DXY is going up, then Bitcoin is likely to go down in that flash crash that I talked about yesterday. Not last, but definitely, well, last but not least, rather, the idea that we're getting this move on the 11th is relevant because yesterday, the 10th, was an astrological new moon. And what do we know about new moons? New moons represent local market tops in markets. Okay, there's rigorous data to suggest that on new moons, we typically see a local market top, and here is likely a local market top. And remember how this works. It's not necessarily that on the 10th you get the move. A lot of times it is on the day of, but the data, the research suggests that 0 to 3 days after the onset of the moon phase, you get the move. So 0 days was yesterday, the 10th. Today is the first day after the 11th. So we have a window between the 10th and 10th, 11th, 12th, right? And the 12th. So that would be tomorrow, the last day that the data would suggest that we should get a move from a local market top. So I'm seeing a local market top here. I'm still of the belief that you're going to get that move, and it's going to be a heinous move. I think, so look at this. Look at this. You are putting in a move to the upside, but it's not very convincing. But so many people, if you go on Twitter and you look at this news, so many people are so excited, and rightfully so, because this has been a long time in the making. Like, you know, we've been in a nasty bear market, and for people who are not necessarily in the crypto space, they've been waiting for something like this to find confidence to invest in this product. But there are a lot of short-term, myopic kind of investors who are looking for the immediate reward, right? And if you just go on social media, right, sentiment. Some people say markets are all about sentiment. How do people feel? And that's how they invest. You see so much excitement and people are going all in, right? And people saying, this is not going to be a sell the news event. What is a sell the news event? Sell the news event is, you know, you buy the rumor. So when people start talking about the ETF, the price goes up. But then actually when the actual ETF news comes out, it dumps. That's a buy the news, sell the rumor event. That's what you typically see around these kinds of news events. But if you go on Twitter, on social media, you see most of the big accounts are saying this is going to pump the price. Now, this is exactly what we're seeing in the charts, despite the macro bearish signals, the bearish signals on the charts. You can see a lot of buying pressure. But then, if this actually finally fails, you're going to have a liquidation event, a cascading liquidation event, where a lot of people put in a lot of bets that this was going to continue to the upside, and their liquidation levels, meaning their stop losses, their liquidation levels, are immediately under here or under there, so they're forced to sell. So basically, once it starts moving down, it's going to move down even faster than usual, given that a lot of people guessed wrong. This is what I anticipate seeing in the price, right? So that's what I'm seeing, right? And I talked the other day about altcoins and why, even though I see Bitcoin going down, right, in the immediate and medium short term, I see altcoins preparing to blast off. And this is proven true. If you look at your watch list, you can see a lot of altcoins doing quite well. But don't be deceived. Altcoins are also going to have a move down. It's not going to be as drastic as Bitcoin's move down, but I do anticipate altcoins to also have a move down, and we can see this in the Bitcoin dominance chart. If you look at Bitcoin dominance, basically the measure of Bitcoin's dominance vis-a-vis the entire cryptocurrency market, you can see that you're creating that rounded top in Bitcoin dominance, right? So you're likely getting a move down, but in the immediate short term, you're going to get it's likely you're going to get a small reaction right here before continuing move down. All that to say, altcoins are likely to go down, but not as much as Bitcoin, because the general larger time frame trend in Bitcoin dominance is to the downside, and that denotes our altcoin season. You can see this even more clearly in the total 2 chart. So this is the chart of altcoins and outside of Bitcoin, and you can see that what you're likely doing is putting in a nice B wave, but you're going to have a correction down more likely than not to this main resistance level turn support now before continuing to the upside. So I would say that in the next 24 to 36 hours, you're likely to see this happen, and altcoins will be ready to go back up in larger ways than Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's going to take some time to consolidate back on resistance, back on its support level. Okay? And last thing I'm going to say is this. A lot of times I do get emails, messages saying, hey, Dean, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I know this is a daily show, I say, but it's not always daily. It's not perfectly a daily update. I'll give updates when I feel like it. And, I have to produce these YouTube videos, and they take a little longer than, just a quick update. But for those of you who are interested in, knowing, I'm always looking at the charts, I'm always doing analysis, but I'm not always sharing it constantly, stream of thought. But for those of you who want more frequent updates, check out my Buy Me a Coffee link. And all you have to do is just contribute in any way, buy me a coffee once, and you'll have access to these updates, okay? I have updates that are available to members and supporters, and to be a supporter, all you have to do is just buy me a coffee once, and you'll have access moving forward to my updates. I'll give multiple updates daily, just little quick things like, oh, I'm seeing a rounded top here, I'm seeing a rounded bottom here, or this market's looking bullish, that market's looking bullish. I'll maybe even talk about a particular altcoin, right? If I feel led to. So if you're interested in that, definitely buy me a coffee. The link is down below and also in the pinned comment. And guys, that's all I have. That's my analysis for today. Hope this was helpful. If this was useful, like, share, and subscribe. Buy me a coffee if you feel led to. And I will see you next time. Stay safe out there. Take care. Bye.